Ethan Gladwell here with Medicare Millennials. Thank you for watching today. I wanted to go over 5 productive things that you could be doing as a brand new agent while you're waiting for your contracting to finish. We know that time period can be a little rocky depending on the time of year, depending on how busy these carriers are, as well as your IMO. Let's not sit there and waste that time. That's valuable time with things that we could be doing to stay productive and shortening that learning curve that you will soon experience. Let's go ahead and get started. First one is go ahead and start studying the plans available in the counties that you are considering working. The best way you can do that is going to Medicare.gov. If you'll take a look on the left-hand side, go to Find Plans, type in your zip code, and we'll start with Medicare Advantage. And you can say no to drugs or anything like that, or Medicaid, no extra help, and just take a peek at the plans available. That will get you light years ahead of the competition doing that alone. That'll show you, you can put 3 different plans together and just compare and contrast. You can look at co-pays, you can look at inpatient stays, hospitals, dental, vision, things like that. So go ahead and start working on viewing those plans on Medicare.gov. Huge thing. Next thing is continue working your full-time or your part-time side gig job, okay? I know everybody's a millionaire in the insurance business, right? Right. So don't stop that too early. You're going to need money for leads. You're going to need money for gas, car, things like that. You have to keep that money coming in, okay? We're starting a business, guys. We need to act like it. Starting a business requires money. It requires capital. So make sure to have some. Don't be flat broke trying to start the insurance business. One more time. Don't be flat broke trying to start in the insurance business. It won't work, okay? The next thing, and perhaps one of my favorites and one of the most important, schedule a ride along with your mentor, the person that got you in the business, your manager, somebody. Schedule a ride along. You probably should do this before you actually sign up and agree to do insurance, but if you didn't, that's okay. Do it now while we're waiting. You need to get in there and see real life examples. You need to see them sitting down with people. You need to see them door knocking, how much time goes into driving, how many phone calls they get a day, how to sell, how to get out of the house, how to get referrals. Schedule that ride along. I know Kenny and I both offer that for agents that contract with us, and I truly believe that one thing right there will put you light years ahead of anybody else. That's how confident I am on what a ride along will do for you. Make sure to schedule that. It's super important. It doesn't have to be all day. It doesn't have to be for a week. It could be a couple of appointments. Just make sure you see it. The next thing is go ahead and start studying your underwriting on some supplement carriers. Ask your upline who they suggest you contract with on supplements, and go ahead and start learning that underwriting. Every carrier is different. Most of them are the same as far as if it's cancer or heart attack and things like that, large health issues, but there's time differences, and every carrier, not every carrier, but a lot of carriers have their niche on what they're good at. Some accept diabetes and insulin, some don't. So go ahead and start learning the top 3, guys. We don't have to learn all 150 or 200, however many there are. Just go ahead and start learning the top 3 carriers that your upline or IMO suggests. If you get ahead of that curve, you're going to hit the ground running. And then lastly, but certainly not least, and one that I'm going to just beat and drill into your heads, go ahead and practice your scripts. Get a head start on that. That is huge. You want to have your scripts memorized by time you get that ready to sell status and by time you go into that very first house. You don't want to start learning scripts the day before you go in your first house. Guys, although most people don't know anything about insurance, they can tell if you know what you're talking about and what you're doing. So make sure you've got those scripts memorized, and maybe right before you get that ready to sell status and you have your scripts memorized, schedule another ride along and ask if you can go over a bridge and a needs assessment and build the rapport and the warm up and the cool down. You can't sell. Well, I guess I don't know. All I'm saying is do everything that you can do legally and get that practice in now. Get the shakes out, because again, guys, They may not know a lot about insurance, but they know if somebody knows what they're doing. So get that stuff out of the way, guys. That's 5 productive things that you could be doing right now while waiting on your ready to sell status. It's going to put you way ahead, and it's going to flatten that learning curve. Guys, the first 6 months of this business is the hardest, and that's when you need to take it the most serious. That's when you need to be the most dedicated. That's when you need to have, a little pile of cash saved up for bills, leads, expenses, things like that. Make sure you're taking this business seriously. We have a 92% fail rate for a reason. It's because we are not giving you the right expectations, and you are not taking it as serious as you need. If you want to get the financial freedom of insurance that it provides, if you want to get that topmost potential that insurance can provide you, start taking it seriously. We start taking it seriously with these 5 things. Talk to you guys soon. Take care.